going to get started with questions in the room. We're going to start with Sarah Spencer.
Hey Lou,
What's up?
when you guys find out that Trey's not going to be able to go, just how do you and some of the other guards, Bogey, Kevin, how do you guys adjust to not being out there for you guys?
It's not a big adjustment. You just know your minutes is going to go up. The time of the games is going to be different. Other than that, you just get ready to play a basketball game. We got to be pros, and I know it's cliche to hear, but when a guy goes down, another guy got to step up. And so, coach told me that I was gonna start in this place about an hour before the game. So it was just for me. It was just just to lock in and know I was gonna play more minutes than usual.
I know you and Onyeka are close and have a close relationship. What has it been like to watch him kind of blossom on the biggest stage of the playoffs?
It feels good. It feels good just to learn him, grow with him, and he's a young cat, and for him to look to me for guidance and questions during games and even off the floor, it's a nice bond to have. I didn't know before I got here, so to make a friend in him and be a part of his process, it feels good.
Jeff, you say that?
Well, I understand you guys are professionals, but can you walk me through sort of the mentality that you and the team has to have when someone like Trey, is not going to play, and what prevents you from having the mentality that, man, this is going to be a rough night without a basketball?
I mean, we pros too. We know how to play basketball as well. You know what I mean? I think that's the difference between between the guys in the locker room and everybody else. When Trey goes down, we still feel like we're confident in our abilities as players as well. Obviously, Trey is a major part of what we do, but we feel really good about the things that we bring to the table. And sometimes you got to band together and create success. And I think tonight was one of those nights where everybody played well. Everybody chipped in a little more than usual, including myself, and we bridged that gap that Trey brings.
I know it was, you guys got off to a really good start. From that point when it was 10-2, did you realize that you'd be able to play like that the whole night, and you were doing things for the city that was slowing them down even before games?
No, it's a long game. It's a long game, and we've gotten off to a couple quick starts against this team, and they've walked us down a couple of times, so we don't really get full back. We understand it's a 48-minute game, and so we just had to stay steady. I thought tonight we just played a steady 48-minute game. We were solid on both ends of the floor. This week in practice, we made great adjustments with the things that they do on the offensive end, and it was working for us.
Tim Bontemps.
It was only a couple of months ago you got traded here, and there was at least some thought in your mind, I think, that not playing, at least at the deadline, we might end up getting traded somewhere else. Part of the reason you wanted to come and be with the Hawks is that was there any part of your mind that thought there'd be a moment like this down the road in the playoffs?
Honestly, no. I'll be frank. I wasn't sure. This wasn't a team that I was really paying attention to, in the Western Conference, me playing with the Clippers. We were on a hunt for a championship run. And so, my focus was solely on that. And, once I had an opportunity to get around these guys, get around the organization, and get a good feel for what was going on around here, I felt like there could be great potential there. But one thing that's been steady since I've been here, this team has always been confident in their abilities, and that showed throughout the playoffs. And so we're enjoying the ride. We feel like we deserve to be here. We've earned the right to be here, and at the same time, we're enjoying it. So, did I look ahead and say, we can be a championship contender day one? I probably not. But we're 2 wins away like everybody else, and we feel good about it.
At the same time, this is the first time I think you've played in the conference finals in your career. You've been through,
Sure.
A long time. How do you feel to get an opportunity to get to this stage after all the many games and playoff games?
I hadn't been able to, come to grips with I hadn't been able to enjoy the moment. I'm stuck in it. I'm in it. I'm enjoying it. And, you ride this thing until the wheels fall off, and then it'll be one of those things where you kind of look back and you can say what you did or what you didn't do. But I'm happy to be in the moment right now. It's 2-2 going to Milwaukee tomorrow. So it feels good so far.
Great. Sherrod?
Lou, when Giannis went out, you guys were up by 10. You guys are double. When you are in that moment where a key player in the team goes down, there's almost elimination kind of ease up a little bit. You guys did just the opposite. You ratcheted things. What's the key to this team being able to do that? Particularly, as you pointed out, a lot of you, this is kind of the first time you've been in this moment, this team is in the playoffs, and yet You guys don't really seem to be bothered.
Yeah, I mean, we're in the same position, with Trey being out tonight. Like I said, everybody has to throw something in the pot. And, when superstar caliber guys go out, you put some other guys in the game and their eyes are this wide and they're like, this is a great opportunity for me to show and prove my abilities, and you don't want to be the guys that let them off the hook because Giannis was off of the floor. And I think we all felt that. We all felt that energy, and we just ratcheted up our energy and was continued to go.
All right, Joe Barden.
How long did it take you to get over the trade? And was there one, I mean, you were talking a little bit about like how it's kind of always been here with confidence among your teammates, but was there one thing that made you become
More comfortable?
Yeah.
Just accepted. I was just accepted. I was wanted. I didn't get the feeling that this was a trade that they just threw together for money reasons or whatever. I felt like I was going to be a part of the success here. And when I met with the guys in Phoenix, they were really warm to me, and really appreciated me being there as their teammate. And so, that feels good. It feels good. A warm welcome anywhere feels good, going into a situation you're not very familiar with. And so I think that was one of the things I wanted to, give myself an opportunity to continue on my career and give these guys an opportunity to be teammates and try to do something special together.
And then you said that you haven't really been able to enjoy the moment because you're in it, but because of a few different circumstances, you're now in a position where you could lead your hometown team to a finals.
Sure.
Gosh, I mean, this late in your career to be able to do that after everything you've been, like, what's that mean?
It's kind of surreal. It's kind of surreal, and that's really all I can say about it, honestly. Like I said, it's day by day. I don't get too high, I don't get too low. Tonight will be one of those nights my phone is going crazy and everybody wants to talk, say something, and I'll respond to the appropriate people, and then I'll get ready for the next game. So.
All right, moving to Zoom, we will start with Chris Kirshner.
Hey Lou, since Nate's taken over, the messaging from him has been to believe and continue to, play together. When you do lose Trey before the game, like, what does he say to you guys to, get you guys to believe that you guys can win without him?
The messaging changed. Like I said, we're pros too, and I think it'll be an ill taste if a coach came in and started saying too much because Trey went out. I think we'll kind of look at him a little crazy. And so, Nate he's a veteran coach. He understands what moments like this mean to other guys that have an opportunity to go out on the floor, and fill in and do their jobs. And that was the message. Continue to believe Trey is going to be out tonight, but continue to believe in your abilities and go out and get a win.
Jeff Schultz.
Lou, kind of along those lines, I mean, like you said, athletes are wired differently, obviously, from fans and media. So when you first heard and guys in the locker room first heard that Trey was out, what goes through your mind? What's the initial reaction?
Honestly, I was on a training table. Nate walked up, said, Trey is going to be out, so I'm going to start you. And I said, okay. And he walked off. That was the conversation. It's not like a remember the Titans thing that happens in the locker room. I promise you it don't. That was it. That was the extent of our conversation, and we got ready for the game.
Could you tell when you got out of the training room or you were around other guys at all? Was it, okay, let's just go out and play? I'm just curious what the general response is.
Yeah, it's game preparation. Everybody has their own routine and thing. It's actually a strange thing if you're in an NBA locker room before a game. Like, nobody is talking to nobody. Everybody is in their own world trying to get themselves prepared for the game. And so that was it. The only other person I spoke to besides Nate was Trey. I just asked him, was he all right? How he was feeling, and then I had to go out on the floor and get prepared. So that was it.
Just two more. Zach Klein.
Lou, playing 40 minutes from where you went to high school, what will you remember most about your first playoff start?
That I played well and we won. That's it, really. In situations like that, from a fan's perspective, I'm sure everybody's like, oh hell, Trey is out. And so, it kind of puts me in a position that I have to play well in order for everybody not to boo me. You know what I mean? And so It just feels good to get a win. Go back to Milwaukee 2-2 with a realistic opportunity to go to give yourself an opportunity to go play for a championship. So it feels good.
Final question from Terrell Thomas.
Lou, you've already been asked about Trey, his injury, and of course about you starting tonight, but you were very efficient on the floor. You were taking great shots and you were finding your teammates. I noticed that even when you had some open looks, you were finding a way to make sure that you got your teammates involved. What, if anything, changed in your preparation over the last 48 hours?
Nothing really. Like I said, I had an hour. Only thing I knew that was going to change, just from me being around, I knew my minutes was going to go up, and I just wanted to be efficient. I wanted to take care of the basketball and make sure the guys that's been shooting 10, 15 shots a game got their shots and got them in rhythm. And that was it.
Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you, Lou.